Welcome back. It's going to be Andy Kai on to pitch for the Amsterdam Mohawks, and Enrique Diaz, who has the lone hit for the Glens Falls Dragons, will lead things off. It's going to be Brandon McCrane in center field, which means Curtis is the DH, and Peyton Jemison at third.
Spurrier didn't surrender a single run or hit in his 2 innings of work. Another effective outing for the Mohawks, and Andy Kai will try and hold on to that shutout. Whether it's going to have to be an 8-inning game or a 9-inning game, that'd be a nice little accolade for the pitching staff.
Yes, it would be. So Filippi's out of the game, so is Jungans.
So that's McCrane out in center, yeah.
And that is McCrane out in center field, which means Curtis is the DH. Christian Moti is on deck. Mote is on deck. Then Cody Meyer. Here's the 3-0 from Andy Kai. That one misses high, ball 4.
Not a bad pitch right there.
Just missed. So here's Christian Mote, and then Cody Meyer will follow.
Andy Kai's got to settle in right here. Obviously, working with the lead, and that's just your first batter of the game, but you want to find early outs.
Yep. Andy Kai with a 4.63 ERA, 11 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are hitting .294 against him. Put up 1 home run on the year. That was in that blowout game against Boonville. Looks like Brad Curtis will actually make his way to the bullpen as well. That's called strike.
Good pitch there for strike 1. Nothing too good. Just drops it right in the zone.
Here's the 1-1. That's fouled back at us. Enrique Diaz leads on first. He's got on base twice today. Christian Mote is 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the top of the 3rd. He also struck out in the 5th. And then next is going to be Cody Meyer. He's 0 for 1. He reached on an E6 earlier in the game.
Done a really good job of just limiting overall base runners. VZ had to work out of that one bases loaded jam, but other than that...
That's strike 3. Andy Kai gets him looking. 1 out.
There just haven't been that many base runners in general for the Dragons, and if things hold where they are, it's going to be a 7-game losing streak, and not much going right in any aspect, if we're being honest. The offense hasn't been great, and the pitching continues to get beat up.
That would make it 24 straight games the Mohawks have beaten the Glens Falls Dragons. Wave and a miss right there.
It's not all sunshines and rainbows in the PGCBL. For every winner, there's got to be a team that loses those games. And we're making sure the computer doesn't die on us.
Well, it's crazy because it's plugged in, but it just decides to overheat instead of actually charge. Unbelievable. I'll get us a new... If needed, I will get us a new charging port. If you see some lag on your screen, that is why. It's not you, it's us. When the battery gets low, that's what tends to happen. 0-2, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Andy Kai, now 2 aside.
Andy Kai feeling it now. After walking the first batter of the inning, he's back into his groove with back-to-back Ks.
Here's Travis Stroh, 0 for 3 today.
Every time I hear Fairleigh Dickinson, you got to think back to when they upset Purdue.
Yes, I do. That was at the Garden.
Do you have a favorite March Madness run or upset that you remember watching or moment in general?
It's got to be Furman. I mean, I get home from school. That one was at the Garden. I don't know if the FDU actually was, but the Furman one was. And I get home from school, and I'm like, there's no way this is going to happen, because this is going to bust my entire bracket, because, I mean, I didn't have them going far, but, like,
Virginia, yeah.
you know, at least I had them going, winning that game. And one of my friends in school called the upset. I called him crazy. And he was right. And, I mean, it was also the reaction of Kevin Harlan and the crowd. I mean, it was just unbelievable. That is one of my because it wasn't a straight-up upset where it's like, you know, they ended up just pulling away. It was a throwaway.
Yep.
And a complete change of events, something that shouldn't have happened, as that's a strike 1-2. And
I felt targeted there. You know I'm a UVA
fan. I know. But that had to be it.
Unforgettable moment. And, you know, I, as a fan, always like to pick UVA to go far in my brackets because they play good defense, and
not there.
Most of the time in March, you're able to make that work.
That ball is scorched to left field. Harden is there at the wall. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. So after the leadoff walk, 1-2-3 for Andy Kai. Mohawks will look to win it in the bottom of the 8th.